Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to give you a couple of tools and processes that you can use to analyze a crypto ecosystem. And yeah guys, before we jump into the video, I would like to show you that I actually wrote a post about the best tools for crypto research on my Substack. And if you're interested in checking it out, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. So you can check it out because I update this list all the time when I discover new tools to help in my crypto research. I also post a curated analysis of my research every week on my Substack, so it's going to be good that you check it out in the link that I'm going to leave in the description below. With that being said, let's go. Yeah, so the first tool that I usually use to start a crypto research is this tool called Coingecko. And what Coingecko does is basically it gives you a list of about 13,000 crypto projects, right? And it's a very good website to start your analysis. And as you can see, it has all these metrics about a lot of coins. So basically, you have a list of all these coins, from Bitcoin to all the other altcoins, and you can see a lot of metrics here. For example, if we click on a coin like Solana, which I'm going to be exploring today, you can see a lot of data about Solana. You can see it's giving us an overview in the past day, week, month, and you can see the different markets where you can trade Solana. And so today we are going to try to analyze the tokenomics of Solana. So in order to understand the tokenomics of Solana, you can see that it has a market cap of about $78 billion. It has a fully diluted valuation of about 100 billion. So the difference between market cap and fully diluted valuation is very important because sometimes a lot of new people who get into crypto don't know this difference and they get wrecked along the way because they don't understand that market cap is actually very different from fully diluted valuation. And the difference between market cap and fully diluted valuation is that the market cap is the multiplication of the price times the total amount of coins that are currently in circulation, right? So basically, it's the multiplication of this price times the total amount of coins that are circulating right now. And the fully diluted valuation is the multiplication of the price, right, times the total amount of coins that are going to be in circulation, taking into consideration things like the inflation and the tokens that are not yet unlocked. So for example, as I'm going to show you later, with this tool called Token Unlocks, usually when a project like Solana launches, right, they have something called a internal allocation to the initial investors of the protocol. And this allocation is not yet unlocked. So the fully diluted valuation is also going to take that into consideration, right? So if you're trying to invest in a crypto project, it's very important that you know these differences because sometimes, if you don't understand that the fully diluted valuation is actually taking into consideration all the coins that are ever going to be in circulation, then you might, think that the coin is cheap when it's actually not cheap. To get what I'm saying. Yeah, so on Coingecko, you can see a lot of these metrics. And yeah, you can also like even convert. For example, if you have 10 SOL, you can see that, it's like 10 times this. You have 1,000. You have like, I don't know, if a random number like 4,500 and something. If you have like, yeah, you get the point. You can know how much your coins are worth right now. And Coingecko allows you to know that. And once you have seen a little bit about the tokenomics on Coingecko, another site that you can use to enhance your tokenomics knowledge is this website called Token Unlocks. And what Token Unlocks does is that it shows you some information about, for example, the emission of the coin. For example, we can see that in the last. So yeah, as you can see, for example, on Token Unlocks here, it tells us that in the next 7 days, we are going to see an emission of about 524,000 SOL, which is valued at about 91 million right now at the market price of SOL, and it's going to comprise of about 0.12% of the total circulating supply of the coin, right? And it's very good to know this information because some coins are very inflationary, like Solana. I think it's a pretty inflationary coin, and it's good to understand this information so that by investing in the coin, you know that emissions of new coins is going to increase the circulating supply of Solana, and hence more supply is going to probably affect the price to the sell side. So you should always kind of look into, if you're analyzing a project and you want to dig deeper, understanding the emissions and the frequency of emission is really good. And as you can see here, we have about in the next 7 days we are going to have about 524,000 SOL come to the market, which is going to be valued at about 91 million at today's price. And it's going to comprise of about 0.12% of the entire circulating supply of Solana. So you can see that this is a pretty high inflationary coin, right? Because if every 7 days you have about 500,000 coin emitted to the market, then you're going to realize that it's not a good thing if you to hold, like for holding the coin in the long term. But this can be actually diluted, if the coin actually has a high usage. And so I'm going to show you guys in the next with the next two, in a minute. So yeah, another thing that you can use, you can see with token unlocks is the allocation of the coin. For example, you can see that about 32% of the allocation came from inflation. About 23% came from the community. It's allocated to the community. About 10% was allocated to the seed round, basically the people that invested in the project at the beginning, at the early stage. Another one was allocated to the founding round, basically the founding members or something like that. And about 8% is allocated to the foundation. Basically, I think the Solana Foundation to run like marketing and community initiatives and things like hackathons, and basically the company that runs Solana, right? So I think that's you understand the point. Yeah, and then about 8% is also allocated to the team, basically the founders, the builders, the engineers that are actually working behind the project. And yeah, you see other allocations like grant pools and things like that. So yeah, you can see that it's I think it's a pretty good allocation for this project, because what you don't want is like you don't want a project that has like 50% allocation to the founders, or like 60% allocation to the internal members, like the founding members, or like so you want kind of an even allocation between the community and the members, and also like other initiatives that go into the protocol. And now the next thing that you might want to know is you might want to see if the protocol actually has some usage, right? And a tool that we can use for this is Defillama, because Defillama gives you like an aggregation or like information about things like the total value locked. Total value locked is like total value in dollar amount that is locked on that network. And for example, if you come, as I was talking about Solana here, you can see that we have had a total value lock which has been increasing over the past few months since the bull market began. And we have about $4.5 billion right now locked on the Solana blockchain, right? As you can see here, for example, if you look at the different projects which contribute to this total value locked, you can see the different projects here on Defillama. And yeah, you can see that Solana is actually like the fourth largest chain when it comes to TVL, basically to total value locked. You look at this list here, you can see that we have Ethereum with about 54 billion. We have Tron with about 9 billion, then BNB chain, and then Solana is the fourth chain with the highest amount of TVL. And Defillama is a good tool to know that. So yeah, we can see that Solana has some good usage and it's been picking up recently with the bull market. So it's a good sign for our research, right? Because you don't want it you don't want a chain or a blockchain where nobody's using it or nobody's putting their money there. You want a blockchain where at least people are using it and actually bringing value to the chain. So yeah, basically this is for the dollar denomination amount to kind of judge whether people are using the blockchain or not. Another thing that you can even do is you can check the volume of transaction on the chain. You can see that it's been spiking up recently in the last 6 months. You can even check the fees that are generated by the protocol. It's been going up like crazy in the past few months, right? Oh, sorry. You can like filter it by the yeah. You can see that it's been going crazy in the past 6 months. Maybe you can even check the revenues, right? Because the revenues is like the fees that are generated from the protocol, like what the users who use the protocol pay, and what actually goes back to the Solana Foundation, So yeah, you can see a lot of different metrics using Defillama about the users of the protocol, and how much is actually locked on this protocol. And the next thing that you might want to know is are people actually using this protocol, right? So things like how many addresses are actually using the protocol, how many people daily transaction does the blockchain have, and a tool that can help you to see this is called Artemis. And Artemis basically compares different blockchains, right? For example, you have Avalanche, Ethereum, Near, and all these other blockchains, and then Solana. included here. As you can see here, we have a total usage of about, we have like NIA is the most used protocol right now in terms of daily active addresses. Then Solana comes second, and then Polygon, then Ethereum and Avalanche, and then Sui, according to the data that we have here on Artemis for daily active addresses. If you want to know like the daily transactions on the different blockchains, you are going to see that Solana is like killing it with about 20 in the past few days, with about almost 30 million transactions, yesterday, right? So you can see like this can give you a kind of a good overview of the number of people that are actually using these different blockchains and the number of transactions and the activity basically that is happening on these different networks. And it can give you a good kind of image of the usage of these different blockchains, and it can help you make your decisions much more easily. This is how you do your own research, because a lot of the time people tell you like you need to you need to do your own crypto research, but they never actually show you exactly how you can do it. And in this video, it's an attempt for me to show you exactly how you can start the research, right? Going from Coingecko to knowing the emissions and the unlocking events for different coins, Then you can even check the the DeFi usage of the protocol or the blockchain, and then you can also have an idea of the daily transactions that happen on the blockchain. And these different metrics can kind of help you to kind of guide your decision making when you're trying to invest in some of these protocols. So yeah, guys, I hope that you liked the video, and don't forget to check my newsletter out. I'm gonna continue to give some gems, and give my analysis every week on this newsletter. So check it out. I'm gonna give a link in the description. And with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.